Thank you, Mayor. So again, this is for public comment for the ballot measure initiative proposed for the November 2023 special election. Again, we will do chamber first and then go out to Zoom. Kyle, would you like to go ahead and make a public comment, please?
Yes, I would. Elementary statistics students. Tonight we were given a clear example of the way that public officials, our electeds, as well as consultants and survey design, use bias to change the results of a survey. So to begin, let's talk about question order bias. We saw in this survey that there was a prompt before question 2 that gave only 2 examples of budget expenditures that were related to a deficit. Those 2 examples were police and fire. We didn't see any of the other budget expenditures that might have been something that the public or the people taking the survey would have cared about. So the question order bias also continued throughout the survey, and the survey did not have any sort of randomized order of those questions, which influences the results of the survey. Adjacent to that, but separate, is the idea behind, let me get to this, is response order bias. So in the questions, the answers to those questions were listed as a list, but they were in a discrete order that always began with police and fire. That alone produces a bias in the results of the participants. Further, we learned that close to 20%, maybe even more, of the respondents dropped off. That's as a result of a likely exhaustion from the survey. That leads to another type of bias, which is extreme response bias, which also happens to happen at the end of the survey where they have a Likert scale. So when you get to the Likert scale responses, you're going to see more extremes because participants are now trying to get through the survey. They're trying to please the survey taker to get through the survey as quickly as possible. It's really unfortunate that we see this coming from our mayor, who claims to have an experience in market research as well as a paid consultant. Thank you.
Thank you, Kyle, for your public comment.